Now the next thing we want to do, the first time you go from your portal back to AZ Search for Free, you want to click this login button, enter your password, and that will sync you with the portal and AZ Search for Free site. So moving forward, when you want to search, just go right to AZ Search for Free, click on whatever it is you want to search, and then log in there at that page. You will not have to go back and forth to the portal. And so, okay, so now we have the houses in Avondale, and there's 47, and we want to narrow down those searches. So let's say we want single family homes. Okay, updated, still has 47. List price, let's say you're looking for a house between $150,000 and $200,000 that are bank owned. Okay, now you have 4. So if you approved for a loan anywhere between $150,000 and $200,000, you see you have 4 active right there. Number of bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. Update that search. That's the minimum number of bedrooms. Bathrooms, 2 bathrooms at minimum. Square footage, let's say you're looking for a house minimum 1,500 square feet, max up to 2,500 square feet. Okay, update that, and we have 4. So let's see, actually we have 1. Okay, so what that tells us is that in Avondale right now, active listings for bank-owned homes, there are just 1 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single family in Avondale, meeting that search criteria. So if you want a list price, let's say you want to go down to 100,000, let's try 100,000. Update that, and there's 14. So between 100,000 and 200,000, there's 14 houses to choose from. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go look at the list. Okay, there's one on Sheridan. It's a brand new listing, active. This one just got reduced. And let's say originally we wanted to look at a house and we wanted it to be under 2,000 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So we see one here on Sunland Avenue. We like that one. Okay, so just click on that one. And we see one, scroll down, and we have one that's 1,800 on Catalina Drive, 1,800 to 2,000. We have another one down here on 128th Avenue, and another one down here, so on and so on. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take a look at those houses. We can go up to the top, select the 4, and now the 4 that you chose that were in the, let's say, price range, square footage range, are all right there. So you can click on them. You can see a detailed report. Everything that a consumer is allowed to see on the multiple listing service is right there at your fingertips. Okay, you can do that. You can look at photos of the homes. Notice here this one has 12 photos. Go through there, look at that. Everything about this home in Avondale. Okay. Next, what you want to do, you can map it just to give you an idea of what part of Avondale the house is in. Your house is right here. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so let's just go through each one of these homes. Okay, and we clicked on that home on Catalina Drive. And we want to get detail on the house on Catalina Drive. Okay, we look at that house, and then we go through everything. We'll look at the map, the photos, and all that. And after you do that, let's say you've looked at all of them, and you really like the one here on Catalina Drive. You like the one here on 128th Avenue, and you liked one on 117. This one over here, you didn't really like the way it looks, so I gave that a big no over there. Here's something, let me show you, it's really neat. Now when you click on your home, it goes back to your portal, and it shows right here there are 3 homes that were your favorites. Those are the ones you just selected on. So you can go and do that all throughout the MLS. You can change, you can go from city to city, whatever, and then put your favorites in there to help you start narrowing down your search. Okay. Now you can always click right here on these listings and it will take you back to our main page, AZ Search for Free, in the Avondale bank-owned search that you were just in. Okay, now let's say you picked 3 in Avondale and you decided that you would also like to look in an area close to there. So go back to bank-owned, and you wanted to look for a home in, let's say, Litchfield Park, close to Avondale. So you click on Litchfield Park. There are 21 homes in Litchfield Park, and you go through it the same way you did before. Single family, list price $100,000 to $200,000. Bedrooms, minimum 3 bedrooms. Now you can always click on the update, but it will, most of the time, it will update for you. Okay, we want 2 bed, 2 bath minimum, approximate square footage. We said 1,500. That's not 15,000, 1,500 to 2,000. Okay, let's update that, see what we have. And there are 2. Let's go take a look. Okay, so there's a brand new listing on Minnesota Avenue. Let's take a look at that one. Okay, let's see, go through that. You like that listing, and you want to add that to your possibilities. Let's see, look at the one on 135th Drive, and you look at it and you're saying, for some reason I don't want that one, but it's a maybe. I'll put that on my maybe. Okay, now after that we go to home button, will take us back to our portal. Now we have 4 listings and 1 maybe. So here we click on this, 4 listings and 1 maybe, and a list will come up. So we have 1 in Avondale, another 1 in Avondale, this 1 in Avondale, and 1 in Litchfield Park. These are all properties that you've looked at that you really liked, and now you want to start digging deeper. Okay, so we've picked 4 homes that we really like, and we want to dig a little deeper. I'll show you something really cool, how you can do a virtual search from your home, walk the neighborhood, look at the neighborhood before you ever drive out there with an agent to view the home. You get a real good idea of what's going on in the neighborhood, what it looks like, right from the comfort of your own home. Okay, so we'll click on map. First one here is the one on Catalina. We're going to go driving directions. Okay, now we're in driving directions. Now we're going to take this little yellow man right here, and we're going to drag him over to our subject property. Okay, now watch what happens. There's our subject property. Okay, so we're at 12614 West Catalina Drive. This is our subject property right here. And let's say we want to take a little look around the neighborhood. Let's see what the houses look like in the neighborhood. We would go like this. There's next door. Street view. Across the street. Look at the neighborhood. There you go. If you want to, you can walk down the street as far as you want. Take a look at the whole neighborhood. You can go for miles and miles and miles and look at the neighborhood. It looks like a real nice neighborhood. Okay, so after we've walked around the neighborhood, got an idea what the neighborhood's like, and we want to go from there, What you would do then is close out that window. So just go to the top of your screen, close out that tab, and go back to our search, our portal. Okay, and then the next thing I would do is I'm going to show you a tool called the Noisy Neighbor. This is a really neat tool. It'll tell you what's going on in the neighborhood around your house, what other houses have sold for, not what they've sold for. A lot of times, yes, it will. It'll give you a 10-year history of what has sold in the neighborhood and for what prices. Okay, so let's do this. Let's first drag this over. Let's zoom in on our neighborhood until we get to, we can see the lots, the actual lots on the properties. Okay, then we go down here to this blue button, and it's called the Noisy Neighbor. And we're going to click on that, and let's get some info on the house next door to us. Okay, there's no activity on the house next door to us. That means in the last 10 years has not sold or anything like that. Okay. Let's try this one next to us here. Okay, that one in 2007 was listed at $348,000. Wow, this one is $140,000. So we know that one. Let's move this out of the way. Let's take the one just across from us here. What do we have there? That one closed in 2001 for $173,000, so 10 years ago. Okay, so we've checked all those. Let's check this one right here. No activity. So we can go down the street and just check every house around the neighborhood. Okay, this one closed in 2011 for $130,000. It's April for $130,000. You can click on that listing, see what size it is, get more info. So I would do that all around the neighborhood. I would go to here. Let's see if there's anything happening with this home here. This one here has no activity. Let's try this one here. This one is pending at $93,000. Okay, so you'd want to see what that one's all about. Is it a smaller home? Is it a condo? Whatever. But that's how you'd use your Noisy Neighbor. This one looks like it was a rental. It was renting for $1,100 a month, and that canceled in June of '09. So that's the last activity on that house. Okay.